Look, y'all, it's a book haul. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is my February book haul roundup. That's why I'm doing a round thing with my hands. Also, it's the most annoying thing I can do. So that's 2 wins. To refresh your memory, my book haul videos are going to include books that I didn't unbox previously. And this book haul is insane. So I'm happy to share it with you, as I am always. Can't you tell I'm happy? Let's check in with the Magic Duff Bucket and see how happy we can get. Magic Duff Bucket, what do you have? A Pepsi. Yes, sometimes it's a Pepsi. Sometimes it's a Pepsi. But as I said earlier in the month, I'm a Coke drinker. Especially that Coke with the real sugar, not that high fructose corn syrup. That real sugar. I drink that and suddenly I'm a pale, bare-chested little boy running around the pool at a 4th of July party. Hitting fireflies with tennis rackets. Bam! Watching them fly through the air like falling shooting stars. And then realizing as a bare-chested little boy that this is as good as my life's going to get. So maybe drown yourself before the party's over. We're going to start things off with a bang. I ordered from SST back in October. I never got the package. It was 2 books in there. Paul Fry said, all right, well, I'll send you a couple replacements. I told him, I feel bad. Don't worry about it. Maybe they'll turn up. The day he put my replacement copies in the mail, guess what showed up on my porch? That's right. The 2 books I've been waiting for since October. And this was October to like January 10th. So that's a long time. That's a crazy long time. We assumed they were lost and they were never going to turn up. But sure enough, they did. And it happened to be the day he dropped the replacements in the mail. So that sucked. And then it took a long time. It took over a month for those replacements to get to me, but you think I'm not gonna say anything anymore. I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna wait 6 months. If I don't get it from SST in 6 months, then I might tell them, because I've always gotten great shipping from SST, never a hassle, never that long. So I should just hold the faith and just wait a little longer. But with my replacement books, he sent me the Mallory arc. Now, if you don't know, SST is doing 4 Mallerman books. Bird Box, Mallory, Unbury Carol, and Inspection. Mwah! I asked Paul Fry to do Daphne. I think he's going to go after it. I would love it if Paul Fry would also do Pearl and Black Mad Wheel and, just basically the entire Mallerman catalog. That would be spectacular. But I got Mallory. It sits really well on the shelf next to Bird Box. This is Ben Baldwin art. I have both Mallory arcs. I have all Bird Box arcs. And, I love my Mallerman collection. I do. Anyway, that's it. If you're not on SST's newsletter, you just better get over there. Mallory's sold out. I believe the whole bundle's sold out, but maybe that's not the case. Maybe there's still hope for you. But no matter what, SST routinely puts out insanely awesome stuff just as a routine. And they're some of the best priced you're going to find for the level of quality that Paul Fry delivers. I'm telling you, man, it's Suntup, Earthling, SST, Levidian. That's my gang. Those are the dudes I run with. And I can't stress it enough. So, the other 2 books, my replacement copies, I want to show you what an SST book looks like outside the box. It always comes in this paper with these wafer seals. This book is still available. Available for purchase, ready to ship immediately. And I read The Ark. If you don't recall, I gave it as a prize on this channel. But The Ark does not have the art that's within these just stunning end papers, and all the other bells and whistles, including a badass signature page, double signed. Joe Lansdale and Keith Lansdale signed it. We don't have a signature from the artist. You would think I would have noticed that. But yeah, the art inside is super cool. This is a fun read. In fact, I want to do a video about humor in horror, and this would be one of them. Make note of that, Producer Jill, please. What was that? The other book I got, which is also currently available from SST, is Happen Leonard of Mice and Minestrone. Or Minestrone! As Squints Provolone may say. You have to ask him. I don't speak for Squints Provolone. I just think it's a badass mafia name. So, Happen Leonard of Mice and Minestrone. Oh, very cool end papers here. Look at that. The SST end paper illustration game is kind of boss. Do people say that? It's kind of boss to the max. And then it does fit with the other SST Joe Lansdale board styles. Mice and Minestrone, and the other one's Blood and Lemonade. I've never read a Happen Leonard book, but I have them all, and I want to read them. I did read Cold in July, which features a character who's in the Happen Leonard books. But I'm going to start with Savage Season, and I'm going to go in order. But I suppose these stories feature Happen Leonard when they were youngins. Youngins. In the parlance of our times. All right, what's up next? This was a mind-blowing little thing that I didn't expect to get. Philip Fracassi sent it to me. It is the Ark of A Child Alone with Strangers. Wow. This thing just showed up. This doorstop. I already have it pre-ordered. If you're not part of Fracassi Freaks, get over there. That is one of the best pages on Facebook because Philip Fracassi is active there. And he gives inside information. He gives little tidbits. It's the best place for news and contact with Philip Fracassi, who's an insanely awesome guy. In addition to a very talented author, you might have seen him appear in my 5 authors you should read if you like Stephen King. So this is his one of his new books coming out because the guy just decided to get all of them published at the same time. I don't think I could read all of his books as fast as they're getting published. So, boom, get on it. You can order the hardcover. I guarantee I'm going to devour this. And don't let them get you down. And then have him back on to talk about it as my Fracassi library grows. Just a great author. I'm just, I love this Ark so much I could just eat it like a hamburger. So up next was an eBay find. Another one of my favorite authors is Sarah Pinborough. She's phenomenal. They say a girl died here once, Behind Her Eyes, The Hangman's Bride is a novella. Awesome stuff. She's a can't go wrong author for me. So her new book is coming out. It's called Insomnia. And I found it on eBay. They were asking $40. I put a very low bid in, and it was accepted right away. I was surprised because I thought, because eBay actually suggested I do higher, and I'm like, no, if I can't get it for this, I'm just going to hold off because money is what money is, and they accepted it right away. I got it a lowball offer, and they did a phenomenal job. When I opened up the box, which it came in a very sturdy box, this was wrapped in newspaper. There was nothing getting to this book. And then it's still wrapped in bubble wrap and gift wrap. Look at that. So this is sort of an unboxing, sort of. I mean, that's a nice little touch to do. This is like Camelot. The name of the seller on eBay is Shelf Indulgence. So I would like to plug them. If you're ever buying anything on eBay and you see Shelf Indulgence from Sarasota, Florida, do it. Do it. They took my offer, shipped immediately, and packed like it was like they're drug mules trying to get the cocaine to Chicago. So her new book is Insomnia. Right after I got this, right after my bid was accepted, I entered a giveaway to get an ARC on Goodreads. But I never win those. You never win those. They just want everybody to tick want to read on their profile. And then they're happy. So this is Insomnia. I saw a review that said basically it is a thriller. It's not like her typical mind-bendy tales. Because Hangman's Bride was like Turn of the Screw by Henry Miller. Behind Her Eyes was like a mind-blowing... It was like a romantic comedy, a romantic drama for like 70-80% of the book. And then that last 20% made me shut my mouth hole about any doubts I had for this author. That was stupid awesome. And then they say a girl died here once. Just... multi-generational heartbreak. Just a really good book. So if you know Sarah Pinborough, tell her I want to interview her on my channel and talk about Insomnia. Just do that for me, will you? Thank you. Up next is what I got in the Nightworms package. Now, Nightworms, I would have done an unboxing, but I got the second batch. Their books were delayed, and I got the second batch, so I wasn't able... It just didn't make sense to do a special unboxing and show you the books when everybody had already seen them. But I'll just show them to you real quick. The Sundial from Shirley Jackson. This is an more interesting book than I thought it would be when I read the back copy. I wasn't familiar with it, but it's really intriguing. So I'm definitely interested in checking it out at some point. Obviously, I have so many arcs on my TBR to read before I get to this, but it's on there. And then a collection, an anthology dedicated to Shirley Jackson called When Things Get Dark, and I believe this has Josh Malerman and Paul Tremblay, two of my preferred authors. Well, they're artists too, sure, they're wordsmiths, and many more, as this says. How would you feel if you were the author and it said, and many more? Now, I don't recall who all the authors are, but I did want this book, and I was curious to get it, but I didn't pull the trigger because it's an anthology, and I'm not real big on anthologies, but this is definitely one that made the top of my brain that I wanted. So I was thrilled to see it come in a hardcover from Nightworms, and in great shape. So last up, I did go to Half Price Books one day just to see what Beef Daddy could see. And what did I see? I got two books from Half Price Books. The first is a John Avita Lindqvist, Handling the Undead. He is, I read Let the Right One In, and I read another story, short story he had in Shining in the Dark, an anthology, that I really liked, but it was a little clunkier. The language was a little clumsier, and I think I attribute that to the translation. Maybe it wasn't the same translator. I don't know, but I did like the story. It was cool. A D&D thing, and then this one was just there for $5. I said, yeah, I want to read him. So I have this and Little Star. Little Star I got at a thrift store. You don't often see his books out in the wild like that, so I got lucky. And the universe is saying you need to read this man. So Beef Daddy's going to read that man. And then last up, this is a Stephen King book that I was going to get. It's one of his newer books, and I passed on it after a lot of people said they didn't like they didn't like the last quarter of the book. The first 3 quarters are awesome. The last quarter, not so much. So it cooled my jets once I started seeing the reviews. And it has Holly Gibney in it. And she's one of my least favorite Stephen King characters. So it was a toss-up. But then this was there at half-price books for $15 in such stellar shape. The binding is real tight. It's never been read. The corners are straight. The dust jacket, I mean, this is like the day it was published. Beautiful stuff. So I thought, you know what? At this late in the game, I'm probably not going to find a copy as nice. I don't have this in my collection. I am a Stephen King fan. I always will be. I want to read his newer stuff. Let me know in the comments below if you had to choose between The Outsider, The Institute, or Billy Summers, or later, those 4 books. Which would you do? Which would you read? For those who have read all 4. The Institute, The Outsider, Billy Summers, and later. Which would you read? Because that is, I'm going to read one of the newest Kings soon. Just to reconnect with someone who raised me, basically. And check it out and see how I feel after all these years. Let me know which one you think I should pick up and read. I'm leaning toward The Institute or later. But maybe Billy Summers or The Outsider should have my attention. Just let me know. Anyway, that's it for this book haul. Love doing these. I love books. And I love you guys. Thanks for being here. So, have a book, have a brew, or a soda. We call them pop. We call it pop in the Midwest. Do you have any pop? Can I have a pop? That's what we do. Pop and gym shoes. So have a beer, have a book, and stay frosty.